Okay, everyone prepares you for the birth. Nobody prepares you for the car ride home. I remember sitting in the back seat next to Alana's capsule, just minutes from the hospital, thinking, wait, they're just letting us leave with her on our own? No nurse walking beside us, no one checking in every hour, just us. And then you walk through your own front door, and that's when it really hits you. The house looks exactly the same as it did before you left for the hospital. Same couch, same kitchen, same everything. But you are not the same person who walked out of it. There's this strange quiet in that first hour home. I remember just sitting there holding her, not really knowing what to do next, because for the first time there was no next shift. No nurse coming in, no one else responsible. It was just me. I want to tell you what nobody tells you about that first day because I wish someone had told me. First, you will not know if you're doing it right. Nobody does. I remember staring at her for probably 20 minutes straight, convinced something was wrong because she made a strange little noise in her sleep. She was fine. Newborns make weird noises. But in that moment, with zero experience and zero sleep, everything feels like it could be the wrong move. Second, nobody sleeps that first night. Not even the baby who's supposedly sleeping through it already. I remember lying awake just listening to her breathe, too scared to actually fall asleep myself, even though I was exhausted beyond anything I'd felt before. Third, you will feel completely in love and completely out of your depth in the same 5 minutes. Nobody warns you about that whiplash. 1 second you're overwhelmed with how much you love this tiny person, and the next second you're panicking because you don't know if she's too hot, too cold, hungry, or just annoyed at you for existing. Fourth, the house will not run itself, and that has to be okay. The dishes sat there. The laundry sat there. I remember feeling guilty about it at first, like I was failing at basic adult life, and then realizing, no, I just had a baby 12 hours ago. The dishes can wait. They always can. And fifth, visitors and phone calls can wait too. I wish I had said no more in those first 24 hours. Everyone wants to meet the baby immediately, and it's lovely, but you don't owe anyone access to your first day. Protect that time if you can. If I could go back and tell myself one thing before walking through that door, it would be this: you're allowed to not have it figured out. Nobody does on day one. You just start 1 hour at a time. A couple of things did genuinely help us get through it. Having the bassinet already set up before we even left for the hospital meant one less thing to think about walking in exhausted, and my partner taking the first night so I could get even 2 or 3 hours of real sleep that made an enormous difference the next morning. So if you're about to bring your baby home for the first time, or you're in the thick of it right now, you're not going to have it figured out. And that is completely normal. You just start 1 hour at a time. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.